Tell us what the Q factor is and why that's important.
Okay, so the Q factor is something in television that they have, which is, it's your likability. It's how likable you are and how much the audience connects to you. And some people just have it naturally, and some people don't. And some people connect to the audience very easily, and some people don't. So that's just something I borrowed from television, which is that the Q factor is basically a sense of likability. How likable are you? And the reason why that's so important is that as you get older in your career, your soft skills become much more important. So when you're young and you're in your 20s, like you're nobody, and people don't expect much from you, and you're just out there to prove that you're smart and you're quick and you can do it. So your hard skills are really, really important. Like how fast you are and how smart you are, and all of that stuff. And you don't have to do a lot of politicking because you're just the little young gun in the office. And I learned this very much myself. So in your 20s, that's important. But as you get older, and you rise up in your career, you basically get put into the same places that it's like a filtering process. You rise up as well as other people who are just as good as you rise up. So that by the time you're in your late 30s, your early 40s, your peers are people who've also gone through the filtering process. And they're all basically about the same as you. They're all just as intelligent as you. They're all just as educated. They're all just as savvy. And so the competition then is not about how smart you are or what your hard skills are. It's about what your soft skills are. How do you relate to people? How are you as a leader? How do you relate to people? Can you motivate your team? Can you motivate your team to extract more out of them? More productivity, more creativity, more innovation? Can you retain your talent? It becomes more about that than it is about whether you can do something quickly or anything, or how well you code, or whatever it might be, whatever hard skill it is. So that's really where the Q factor comes in, which is, what is your likability? I think people, though, mistake likability with being nice. So I'm not so sure if CEOs fail because of the likability factor rather than they may fail because they made some sort of mistake related to, whatever it might be. It's not necessarily because they're unlikable people. Like Steve Jobs was, by all accounts, not a nice person, right, to work for. I think that's pretty well documented by now. And there's a lot of CEOs actually out there who are, who are not necessarily nice. But when I say likability, it's this feeling that you're connected to that person, or you admire that person, and you look to them as a leader. That's a likability factor. So I want people to understand that, it's really not about being super nice, because being super nice actually can make you very unlikable. It's actually about, how much you can connect to people and how you deliver that.